It's been a while since we filmed together, but you've been editing all my videos, so it's like we've kind of been hanging out. You know what's been going on anyway, so we finished up our season. That was like 4 weeks ago that we did the Dubai Pro, and it's crazy how time flies. It's already been 4 weeks. Already gained 30 pounds, so now we're deep in the off season, and we're going through our cruise health phase right now and feeling pretty good. So we'll check my weight after, but when I checked this morning, it was about 287. I competed at 257, but I'm feeling good. Everything seems to be going really smoothly. Got my blood work, and blood work is actually all like near 100%, which is pretty amazing. So I feel like that's been a big part of that has been the gut health stuff, which I've been focusing on so much since last year. And also just being really diligent about having all of my health supplements consistently, and even going through periods where I'll double up on them as well. So all that stuff combined, the consistency of it, clearly, you know, the blood panels do show that when you put the work into your health, then it really does pay off. And as you guys know, I always say, healthy people build more muscle. And I feel like that's definitely why I was able to get on stage heavier, potentially even like leaner and harder and all those things too, because I was in a healthier state overall, right? So we're here today, we're gonna hit some shoulders. It's gonna be really, really good. I've been focusing more on getting more volume into my shoulders. So I'll train them on their own today. I'll train them a little bit more throughout the week at the end of a chest workout or at the end of a back workout as well. I really want to bring up my shoulders for next season so I can be even bigger and wider, which will make my waist look smaller, better V-taper. And we're just going to keep on growing so we can come back next season and win a show and get to the Olympia. So let's get right into it. All right, so we're starting off our shoulder workout with a seated lateral raise. Amazing exercise to get your shoulders pumped up before you get into some other stuff. So we're getting more blood in those delts. This one, I really try to get a good stretch on this one as much as possible. And then you can also, like I was doing on the first one, you can do holds. So one thing I really like doing with a rear delt also, all the way back, hold one side. Okay, so we got the prototypes here for the Canadian Beef Podcast t-shirts. We got the steak, T-bone steak, that's what it is. So right now I'm just seeing who wants what sizes, so we know what sizes to order, and these should be available pretty soon. So drop a comment below if you want to grab yourself a Canadian Beef Podcast t-shirt. And don't forget to actually go and subscribe to the channel, Canadian Beef Podcast on YouTube, and follow us on Spotify. So we're gonna do an incline shoulder press. Now we have options. Obviously we have a higher back seat or a lower back seat. The lower back seat, what a lot of people tend to do is arch over the seat and then turn it into an incline press. I mean, we wanna train our shoulders. So I'm just gonna pick an incline that works for me. So this one is pretty good for me, but even if you wanted to bring that angle back a little bit, still with a high seated bench, you could do that. So as long as you have a good adjustable bench, I'd prefer that for all my presses really. I don't really use that seated bench for anything. Okay, yep, okay, easy, yep, easy. Exercise number 4, we're following up our heavy dumbbell shoulder press with a machine shoulder press. The difference that we're gonna be taking with this machine versus the dumbbell is that we're gonna be doing a neutral grip, which is gonna hit a different part of our shoulder, more focusing on just that anterior delt. And this machine also is very humbling because it feels really heavy and it has a converging arcing motion, so it feels really good to continue the pump on the delts. Lighter on one side, isn't it? Exercise 5 for shoulders, we're gonna be doing a cable shrug. Why are we doing shrugs on a shoulder day? Well, you can also do it on a back day, which is, I do these on a back day for sure, but also to build the upper traps, the mid traps, and the lower traps, that also equates to having better shoulder mobility. So I find that incorporating this particular movement with the cables as a shrug really helps with my shoulder mobility. And I find that it also helps with my shoulder development as well. Whenever I'm doing, for example, a lateral raise, an overhead press, or even a rear delt fly, I feel like I have just better stability in and around my shoulder blades. Basically, we start either in a front position or a back position, and we take multiple angles with the cables. So from here, it's like far in front of me shoulders, to then bringing the shoulders up and behind me. And I have to use my legs to dig me into the floor. Otherwise, if I'm on my heels, I'm just gonna be able to lean back, and then this is just upper traps again. So I gotta remember I'm staying forward, almost on the front of my feet, keeping my posture up, allowing those traps to really stretch, mid trap, even lower trap, and then I can pull back around. Exercise number 6 for shoulders. I always do 6 exercises for shoulders so we can get the 6-headed beast. And the last one we're gonna do for today is gonna be a dumbbell standing lateral raise. I like this one to finish off the shoulders. This is just a great exercise in general to build the caps on your shoulders and get wider. It's great in the middle of the workout, at the end, or at the beginning. You cannot go wrong with the dumbbell lateral raise. There's a lot of great machines, but you should always prioritize at least having 1 or 2 dumbbell movements in every shoulder workout, in my opinion. I mean, don't take it from me, 6-headed beast, but it's not just 3 heads on the delts. We got 6. So there we are, 4 weeks post-show, giving you an update. I'm gonna show you guys how I look right now as well. But I'm sitting at a pretty good weight. Again, just to be completely transparent, all I'm taking right now is a TRT dose of testosterone prescribed by my doctor, and I'm taking 3 IUs of GH from Biolabs. And I'm maintaining a pretty good weight right now. I'm feeling strong. I'm enjoying training. That's the most important thing to me right now. And of course, being healthy, as I explained in the beginning. Now let's just do some poses and we'll go home and eat. And we just wrapped up our training session here. And what I always do post-workout is I take Day Blend from Biolabs. So this is a combination of injectable GABA, arginine, magnesium glycate, as well as taurine and glutamine, which is gonna help me with recovery. So this is an injectable formula. The reason why it's injectable is because taking oral GABA does not absorb very well. So by taking it in an injectable form, what I can do is actually get that GABA into me much quicker and more effectively. So take this sub-Q, 0.3 ml, and that'll be what I do post-workout. So now I'm gonna go and do my post-workout meditation, and by the time I get home, I'm gonna be ready to absorb all the nutrients that I put into my body with the post-workout nutrition. The other thing that I do, a little secret, before I train, is I'll take the Extreme Pump 2, and this is what I take before I leave to come to the gym, 20 to 30 minutes before I lift weights, and this is an amazing pre-workout formula with no stimulants. So it's awesome for if you train late in the day, or if you're a coffee drinker, you can simply stack this in before you train. But that's what I do pre and post-workout for my ultimate workout recovery, pumps, everything you need from Biolabs worldwide. Make sure you use code STRONG to save and get pumped.